Hey, what is happening, everyone? Welcome to a live. Gotta see if this thing is actually recording. I can't see anything. There we go. All right. It's been a while. I don't go live too much on this channel anymore. I do the outdoors. As you know, I'm getting older. I still do challenges. I put out one video a week on this channel and two video weeks on my other channel. If you want more videos and you like uh, the flow of the videos, I definitely have a lot of camping videos. Let me see if I can pull this other channel out. There we go. And I'll share this link with you right here. But hopefully everyone's having a lovely, lovely rest of the weekend. This is my other channel if you want to try to subscribe to that. About to take a 10-month trip to 24 states. I'm starting February. I'll be in Alabama. So if you want to see the trip, check out Alabama uh, on the first of the videos that might post around March, I think, of this year. But I'll be leaving February. I'm going all the way around 24 states to the east of St. Louis. Uh, Jason, thank you very much. I wish you asked me before that challenge thing for the $2 because I don't do any sponsored challenges anymore. I don't do any of that. What I do is travel for my outdoors channel. This is my outdoors channel. So if you guys did not know, that's outdoors unsupervised. I'm more concerned about the rest of my life, about me trying to live a little longer and live happier instead of just gorging food all the time. But I do stop in at mom and pop places and do the the speed challenges. I don't do sponsor anymore. I do speed challenges where I just walk in with the creep cam and do smaller speed challenges instead of the big ones. You are going to get on the 29th. You're going to get a big steak challenge at a place. I think was it Minnesota or Wisconsin? But it's on the last of the trip that I did this year. I did a 6-month trip. But thank you very much. And there's going to be a lot of comments in here about food. If you can help me out, guys. I don't do repetitive like 10, 20, 30 items and stuff. I don't do capacity much anymore. I do the speed challenges like I just had talked about, but I'm not going to go over and over and over again because that's why usually I don't go live on this channel. Because as soon as they see me on the video, they just tell me to start eating everything, start eating everything. Like you can't live that long when you're doing that. So it's that's why I'm doing the outdoors channel. That's my future of my life. But I do want to talk to you guys in here. Just chat and answer some questions if I have to. But if anybody's asking me to eat anything, um, that's what she said. But I'm not going to be doing any of that right now. But I do appreciate it. The other Subway sandwich challenges. Well, you're in luck because I did in Branson. I was in Branson a couple weeks ago, and I'm about to go to Branson again just for a couple days, and then I'm headed to another state up north to South Dakota. I'm not there to do challenges. I got business because I do a lot of outdoor stuff, so I'm lining stuff up for the future, and that's why I'm going there to South Dakota. But after that, I'm headed to the east and doing 24 state trip for the outdoors channel. I will put up a list right now. If you want to pause and look at it later, I will tell you this is pretty much where I'm going to be at. It's a rough draft of 10 to 14 days per state, but this is starting in Alabama and Florida, and that's pretty much the states by order where I'm going to be at. So if you're asking me where I'm going to be at in a certain state like New York or Pennsylvania, Ohio, it's like September. I don't know anywhere where I'm going to be at except the first day in Alabama. I'll be in Foley, 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 Alabama. That's all I know. I don't plan the trip out and just write everything down and have a schematic of what road I'm going all the way 10 months to the other side. The only time I'll know when I'm going to be in another state is 2 or 3 days before I reach that state. If I'm in this state, say I'm in Alabama and I'm going to Florida, I don't know exactly what highway I'm going to be in Florida until 2 or 3 days before, and that's when I'll plan my trip. So if you want any lives, I go live on the other channel. So please go to the Outdoors channel right here. I'll put the link up again. Go to the Outdoors Unsupervised. You subscribe to that and and the check the posts and the lives. I'm going to go live for everyone. The last of each month or the first of each month, and then the middle of the month. The people that do pay $3.99, you can ask any of them. They say it's well worth it. I'll say it's well worth it, but anybody that's charging any kind of money on the internet is going to say anything's well worth it. But if you know, you know. But $3.99 a month, they get 2 lives a week. So instead of 2 a month, they get 8, at least 8 a month. They get videos. They get we do where is it at? We do a drawing every month. So they do the raffle. I do a raffle every month um, for a $40 Amazon gift card and US equivalent, $40 every month. And once I reach 1,000 followers each month, I'm doing $200 uh, US Amazon equivalent each month. But and that's for the people that's been here probably like 6 months to a year. That's going to be prorated. So if you're here for 1 month, you're going 40. You're here 2 months, you're going up to 60. 3 months up to 80. But the most you can actually win is $400 because if my name gets picked and I'm paying to be a member to the Outdoors from this channel here, so the Garbage Disposal, if my name gets picked first, you can win $80 a month right now. But once we start doing $200 a month, then you can win $400 a month. So what is happening? And thank you for all the moderators. I want to thank Wolfpack Master. What is happening? Thank you very much for being the first moderator in here, the first person as well. We have Mary Mesavere. How you doing? Canada's in the house to help moderate. I'm not a big fan of how Canada's laws are, but that's their laws, and I can't go into Canada. But that doesn't mean that I don't have to have Canadian um, uh, moderators. So I'm not butthurt that bad that I'll just kick them all off my team. So I do thank Mary for that. Real nice person as well. Her and her husband Pat. Hopefully Pat's doing very well. Um, Hopefully everybody in here has a great Thanksgiving and Christmas or whatever the hell you do or do not celebrate. Natasha, thank you very much for being a moderator in here and helping out. And if I missed anybody so far in the moderation, I apologize, but I think I got everybody. Mac is up in here, so I'm not the only creep. The only creep in here, so I know Mac's got my back, but not my back. So, but appreciate that. So I don't look as he'll share the creepiness with me. I didn't know I sound like a munchkin the whole time. God dang it. Does it still sound like a munchkin? Thought I turned it off. Wow, this whole time.
This whole time, I thought I was just doing my own voice. That's stupid as crap. I'm not trying to curse on this channel, as you know. I don't know why the voice changer was in that voice. It's supposed to have been in another voice. Is it still like that, or is it gone? Hopefully, it's gone. Okay, I'm normal. It doesn't. It's supposed to sound like voice enhancer. Now this I know this one sounds weird. Where's it at? Oh, you see it on here now. This whole time I've been talking, hopefully, at least you can, hope you can understand me the whole time. This is the one I thought I was sounding like earlier. It was bananas. So I'm not sure what the other one was. It's supposed to have been a clean voice. So, like, is this voice clean right now? Like, is it regular, just regular voice kinda? I would do the the Morgan Freeman voice. Yes, totally. Okay. Well, this is the voice enhancer that I thought the whole time that I was talking like. So, instead of looking like an idiot, I was looking like a complete idiot. Okay. Well, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why it started off because I made sure to have the voice enhancer, and I'm still trying to figure all the as you can tell, I'm still trying to figure all this voice stuff out, which is it's just causing more headaches. Wow. My apologies, folks. I don't apologize much, but that was totally my fault. Now I can just do the voice thing just for the heck of it. Okay, this is the voice that I like the best, pretty much. It sounds like I'm telling a story, like you're at the movies. This is the best movie that you can watch. Here's all the good stuff and blah blah blah. But it's a good storytelling voice. Anybody that's going to ask about my shoulders, Westy Rice, um, I got denied. I was supposed to have shoulder surgery on October 1st, but the story goes they denied me. They denied me. And then they denied me again, not just once, but two times they denied me. So I got fed up and cut my insurance off. I'm not paying all that money, $550 a month for denial. So now my right arm actually hurts more than my left now. So I had my right done about 10 years ago or so. I had rotator cuff surgery done, but now both of them are gone. So if you watch this channel here, the Outdoors Unsupervised, they if you watch this channel here, you're going to see two messed up arm guy gigging, gigging. Yes, not giggity, 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 but gigging for yellowfish, not frogs, yellowfish. Not doing too great. Doing this, not doing too great. You'll have to see the video, but it's a cook catch clean. You're going to see it, all of it. Okay, I think I'm at the regular voice again. All right, but yeah, they so but yeah, I'm not worried about it. It's not slowing me down any. I'm doing all kind of videos, not stopping me. I've got a video in yesterday and edited that video with my sister for the Outdoors channel. I reviewed a big fire pit and a desktop fire pit. That video's coming out actually on the 25th. My daughter that passed away almost 5 years ago, she would been 28 years old on November 25th. So I'm putting that video out on that day. This year actually is different for me because this year is the exact dates that Thanksgiving was on, and she was born 2 days before Thanksgiving on a Tuesday. Same thing this year. She was it's going to be Tuesday on 25th and the 27th for Thanksgiving. Uh Let me see what else. Yeah, I'm not worried about insurance screwing me over. They screw everybody over all the time here, so it's no big deal. Just like car insurance, same thing. I'm paying about $278 a month And once you get in a wreck, they want to up it so they can get their money back plus still charge you the same. So and I'm not going to get off into the insurance scam uh, debate or anything like that. It's just life, and that's how it goes. I did get a lot of stuff done that I needed done, like blood pressures, MRIs, EKGs, colonoscopies. So I did a lot of that stuff there, and all the MRIs and X-rays was a lot of money anyway. So with the money I spent, I'm just going to say I'm out of pocket the same amount of money, or even a little less because of all that. But it's not I'm not down about it. I'm not waking up like, "Woo, F the world." I'm not worried about it at all. It's not gonna put me down. What is happening, Jeff? Hey, Sports Freak 97. Thanks for tuning in as well to moderate. Thank you very much, Tapeworm. The food challenges are awesome. Well, thank you. I still put out um, one a week of challenges on this channel, but I put 2 videos out a week on this channel. If you want to see cooking, a lot of cooking, you can watch this channel, or the company that does my Facebook. They chop up these videos on this channel and they put it out there. And people's like, "Where's the fry girl at?" Like, I don't do the videos there. They might chop her out sometimes, they might leave her in. But the videos on Facebook, a company takes the videos on this channel and they put it on that channel. Uh, and also the on this channel here, they're actually taking my cooking parts out, chopping it, and putting it on my food channel on the Garbage Disposal channel. So it's working out very well. Um, yeah, I do a lot of cooking when I'm on the road. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I do a lot of cooking. People, why don't you use this? Why don't you use this? I'm like, can't just pull a tomato off the bush in the forest. So I'm just work with what I got. That's what she said. Jeff says, me and my neighbor are using the pizza oven you gave me, and we're working through the challenges. Oh, wow. Well, thank you very much. I did a pizza review with Jeff here when I was in Mississippi. He stays in South Haven, Mississippi. He stayed about 4 miles from me. He actually is a chicken tender. That's somebody that tended chickens. So he helped me with the chickens when Tasha and I was out of town. So I do appreciate him for that. And he got a free pizza oven for doing a review with me. My brother just got a pizza oven for doing a review with me, and my sister just got one yesterday of a 40-inch fire pit with a 360 grill on top that she got gifted for doing the review with me. So she's going to take that home with her. We have to take the outside ring off so it fits in her trunk, but she got that. So win-win for everyone. And we cooked some funnyish hens. If you never know what a funnyish hen is, it is a corn. They call it corny hens. Corny hens. I call it funnyish hens. Hey Chris, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Mary says, when you were on your camping trip, road trip, what was your favorite food you like cooking and eating? Um, really anything. Because by the time I got to eating, I was freaking hungry. I do a lot of videos on the road. I shot 116 videos on a 6 month trip, and that's me taking some time off as well. But 116 videos, and I had 112 of them edited before I even made it back from the trip. The last 4 days was the last 4 videos that I didn't edit. That was the last camping trip of the whole 18-state trip that I didn't edit, but everything else was edited, scheduled, uploaded, and ready to go. So when I got back here, all I had to do was edit 4 videos, and I was good to like the end of December. But I've already took a trip to Branson after that. Took a trip to St. Louis. So I got zoo. I got a movie for St. I got a well, it's kind of like a movie. It's about an hour, hour and a half. But I got a zoo video. I did a video with my brother. I did uh, urbexing with Aaron Waltrip, another YouTube channel. We did stealth over there, so we did a stealth, and we did some urbexing. That's urban exploring. So you're going to see those videos coming up if you watch this channel. And then I did some food challenges when I was in Branson and did a few lives. I did a live mukbang at uh, the sandwich shop. It wasn't really a mukbang. It was like 3 or 4 sandwiches, but we chatted. So we did a live there for this channel. I mean, for this channel here. Um, we did a mukbang at the 76 barbecue. So we did the old 76 barbecue, freaking huge. That's what she said. Huge mukbang, and I got to bring all that food back with me. And they kept bringing stuff out like desserts and everything. I wasn't going to turn any food down, so I put them all in my cooler and had that for the next few days. I did a live challenge there as well as about 3 other speed challenges. One was at a Subway where I raced a Subway employee, and you might see a Subway employee maybe beat me for once. You got to watch the video, and that video might come out like 1st of January on this channel. But the next video you're going to see on this one is going to be a steak challenge at Alexandria's. I'm going to look it up right now and see exactly where Alexandria's was at, because I've done these challenges a couple months ago at least. So the Alexandria's Bloomington, Illinois, and I'm glad I saw it because I spelled it wrong. I spell stuff wrong all the time. Derek D's Grapes that went camping with this, the first camping video of this channel came out today, and he told me that a food challenge I did while I was in Wisconsin that came out actually. That's where I was in Wisconsin before I went to Illinois. And he told me I spelled that wrong. So I think I do have a little bit of dyslexia. Um, I switch letters up wrong a lot. It's not just because I'm typing too fast. I think I have some sort of dyslexic thing, and it's not getting any easier as I'm getting older. That's what she said. Tinder says Cornish hen fixed those my first Thanksgiving on my own when I was youngster. Okay. Max says the 4th of July hot dog challenge a few years ago. Yes, that was at Jeff's house. I did, and that the hot dog. I was going to start on 4th of July when they started, when it was going to go, but they had a postponement for some reason. I forgot what it was. Was it rain or something? But we still show went on. Baseball says, Brandon, are you going to do the challenge at the Tipsy Cow in my hometown? I don't even know where that's at, but I know I think Nashville maybe. But I did know that Randy and Katina were there. But I don't do, like I said, I don't go live here much because what I do is for this channel, and I'm going to keep pointing at this hat, the outdoors and unsupervised. That's the number one uh, goal in my life for my future. My future of me is going to be the outdoors and camping, relaxing, fishing. I just got a kayak that I pimped out. That video comes out January the 18th. I did got Natasha Shank's husband, Robert. Well, his best friend, Richard, gave me a free kayak. I pimped that kayak out. I pimped it out. I screwed 100 and something holes in the top of that thing. Didn't even put it in the water yet, and I'm going to see if it floats. So we're going to see a lot of fishing videos on my next 24 state trip because I got, I think tomorrow, the next day, I got another rack for my truck coming. I bought a rack and all the pieces weren't there, so I had to ship it back and buy a rack from another company. So that's coming, and it's going to take me a whole day to put that together. So I got a rack for my whole truck, so I can put the kayak on and put more crap in there and lock it up so people can't borrow it and not give it back as quick. So I have that going. But what I do is travel around the country, and if I don't even think about doing food challenges when I travel for the Outdoors channel. I'm just traveling. Oh, look at that campsite. Look at that. Look, I'm more worried about the environment and where I can camp and what outdoors stuff I can do. But if I pass by a mom and pop place, I like to do the creep cam and the organic and help mom and pop places out. I don't go basically I don't go for big food challenges. If I know I'm going to a big town like St. Louis or San Diego or something like that, then I would look for a food challenge because I know there's more bigger businesses than smaller businesses in those locations, and I could probably just find an easy restaurant challenge, and that's when I'll do that. But I like to do these like 18 miles down a dirt road and find a cafe called Smokies in New Mexico. I did Smokies Cafe, and I really enjoy the chats with them, the hospitality, the environment, and it makes their day because they never going to see no idiot do that their entire life. And I get to help a local business out that doesn't get a lot of traffic. That maybe if you're through there, you can put it on your list to do. Um, all right. Well, all right. Thanks, Tinder. Appreciate it. Graham McMullen says, "How did you quit alcohol?" Well, I didn't. I didn't pick any back up. That's probably one of the most well easiest, I guess. But it was a big. Uh, I had to get away from where I was just for a little while. My buddy actually found me living in a patch of woods about 2 blocks from where I lived, but it was in the trees because I was hearing voices and seeing things. So he actually tracked me down. He hunts deer, and he kind of saw a path where I was. And for even though I grabbed bushes and cut them and threw them in the walkway where I was, so it could stop the track, the track just stopped. And I'm glad he did do a little bit of tracking and hunting and stuff because he wouldn't have found me if that wasn't the case. But he found me, and he took me to a treatment center. The only the only thing I remember from that treatment center or before was he bought me one cheeseburger. I said I wasn't hungry because all I was doing is drinking fists and then walking to the little path to go to the liquor store and coming right back. Um, and he took me to a treatment center and a hospital. A hospital first, detox. And all I knew, I couldn't smoke cigarettes. That's all I knew. I couldn't smoke cigarettes. Um, and then after that, I got out and I got a location to go to. He told me a location to go to, Gateway Treatment Center in Caseyville, Illinois. And the first time I went, I was in the parking lot and I downed a pint of drink right before I went in, and they didn't accept me. They said, "Brandon, can you come back next Thursday not drinking?" So I did. And then I was in a glass case, like a orangutan. I was in a glass case for like 3 days in observation so I wouldn't die. Um, and they could see me, I guess, dying. But they keep an eyeball on me, and they kept giving me pills to keep my blood pressure down because you could feel like this far from me, I was radiating heat like a radiator. My blood pressure was so high, I was just hot. Not physically, that's a no-brainer. But no, I was radiating heat. Well, they finally let me in there, and I was in there 110 days. Uh, and out of the whole year, I'm the only person out of the whole year there's one other one after a year that was clean and sober. It was drugs and alcohol. Well, one was sober with me, two sober people. But after a couple weeks, he got out, he started drinking again. I'm the only one out of 51 people from that class, from that time period that stayed sober. But I tell people the everyone would be sober in that whole class if they listened and did everything they asked them to do when they got out. They say get a sponsor, don't get in a relationship for a year. Just try to go to as many meetings as possible. And I did all that. I waited 2 years to get in a relationship, not one, but 2 years to get in a relationship. So I was that focused on worrying about me not drinking uh, than being in a relationship. And that's what kind of screws a lot of people up. They get with people that are in the same program. Like, oh, I've been know like they feel like they know them their whole life because they don't drink either. But it causes more of a problem because they use that against each other, and one of them at least drink and another one go back to drinking. So, but there's more than just AA. I went to AA to get my license back, but then I stuck around because I really liked being in that environment. I felt like I belonged something that I didn't have to drink to belong to that. But there's church, there's cold turkey, there's all different kind of self help programs. It's not just AA out there, but the only thing I can speak on is AA because that's what helped me out. Let me see what is happening, Donna. Thanks for tuning in. Uh, hey Brian, how you doing? My stepbrother's here. Brian Brickle's in the house. I'll be back. I don't know if Dad told you, but I'll be back in Branson on about the 5th of December for a couple of days, and I guess you might have talked to Kelby, but Kelby and I have a top secret mission that we're going somewhere to. So we're going to be headed that way and scout some places out. But I'll see you. I'll see you probably around that time. And like I said, I don't have really a time to be back. I'm not going to plan on any more reviews. I got a 42 mile an hour e-bike right here, an e-scooter. It's a scooter. 42 miles an hour is supposed to go. So we're going to see how fast that thing goes with all this muscle on it. My other one said 22 miles an hour, and it went a full 22 miles an hour with all this muscle on it. So we're going to see if the other one with the dual motors, it has 2,000 watts, not just 1,000. So the dual motor, see if it gets up to 42 miles an hour. And I have a 600 watt power station to review for this channel as well. So 600 watt, 2,000 watt power station, S2000 all power, and a 600 watt solar panel, the biggest portable solar panel you can get as of right now. So I'm going to be reviewing that as well. Chris says, "How is the new scooter?" I can't tell anything about the scooter. I put a video out as a teaser type thing, but just like any kind of movie production or anything like that, I don't tell people what's about to happen in a video. I didn't even shoot the video yet. It's been cloudy and raining. It's going to be 3 days of no rain. I'm probably not going to review that till the second or third, and then I have to get the video out by December 5th. So look on this channel for December 5th for the 42 mile an hour awesome AUSOM. Look out for that review. I'm going to be reviewing it. Honest opinions on whatever I do. You know, I'm outspoken. I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat it. So we're going to see if it's worth it or not. It's $1,200, I think, for the scooter. Bearded Realm says, "Seen the huge fish you caught the other day." Oh, that might have been Idaho. I did catch a fish in Idaho, and I think I threw it back. Well, I did throw it back, but the first one I had to throw back because it was an endangered species. It ain't too endangered. I caught the damn thing. Ooh, the darn thing. Try not to curse on this channel. Get a little bit more light in my face. See if that helps out the beauty here. It's kind of drab. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Try to keep the backlighting a little bit so you see a little backlighting. There we go. A little mood lighting. No, that wasn't huge, Natasha.
That's what she said.
That was that fish there in Minnesota. Minnesota. I was in Minnesota. I only caught a little fish about that big, like a bluegill. They call them pumpkin seeds. The channel you're watching is going to be on your right side of the screen. Probably it's going to be DaGarbageDisposal. That's what channel that you see probably in the corner of the screen. So I'm on the DaGarbageDisposal channel, but this is the hat I wear. I do have hats for DaGarbageDisposal. So if you guys want to buy any merch, just email me. And I can try to get some out before I go to Branson for about a week and a half or two. So I'm leaving again. But if you want to email me for any merch, I took my website down of my merch, not YouTube, Facebook. Every time I say I take my website down, it's, "Oh, you stopped doing social media?" Like, no, it's a personal website I had that I just took down because I'm gone about 10 months out the year, 11 months out the year. So it doesn't make sense for me to have a website that I'm paying like $1,500 for the website, the email campaigns, the shipping service. So I'm not paying $1,500 a year, and I can only ship out like once a year. So it doesn't make sense to do that. But if you want any hats, beanies, all kind of stuff, I do got skull caps. It is getting cold, and this for the other channel. The only skull cap I have, the beanie, is in the outdoors channel. But this is real tree. This is a real tree. This is, I think this is real tree or mossy oak. This is mossy oak. This hat, and I have real tree and pink in the girls. Well, it's guys too. It just depends on you. But this is a real tree here. This is the real tree women's, and I got hats though, and all, and caramel, uh, black, green, and pink, and the garbage disposal, and I got shirts and everything. But we're not going to make this a sales pitch. Just email me. You let me know what you want, what channel, what sizes, your address, and I can shoot you a price. It says I have it on my TV. It doesn't show anything except people talking. So there's not, you don't have a button that has the info button, because mine, like the monitor I got, has an info button. You hit an info, the settings button or info. I'm not sure what you have, but this is just my button for my monitor. But TV should have an info button that tells you what you're watching. But a lot of people, I guess, don't use the extra buttons on the remote, but the volume and the channels maybe. Chris, no, I will not be doing any money competitions this year or fair. And this year's about over anyway, but next year I got a 10-month trip for the Outdoors channel. So if you didn't know about that, I have a 10-month trip. So I'm doing that for the Outdoors channel. I'm not going anywhere where there's money competitions. I'm not worried about all that. Like I said, I'll be 50 in March, and I think people think that nobody gets older on the internet, but you get older. No, everybody gets older. We're getting older. By the time you watch this from now, you're older. It's not a PlayStation game, Sony PlayStation, Sega Genesis, Atari, Commodore 64. It's not any kind of game like that. We can die and continue. You probably can't continue in Atari and Commodore 64, but you can't die and just come back where you started. So I'm doing the outdoors. That's my passion in my life, and I want to enjoy this is my semi-retirement, where I'm not really retired, but I get to do a lot of retired stuff and record it for you guys. But I am going to show you guys if I can find the 2026 trip. This is just a rough draft, folks. And if you see North Carolina, I'm going to effing North Carolina. Okay, I'm going there. It's going to be in the far west where I'm skirting the border because I need to hit the states the exact way that's on here. That's how I have to hit the states, because when I first started off in Sikeston, I have to go straight down to where that orange beach is at. It's Foley, Alabama. Well, I need to go straight down there quick as I can, because it's going to be cold as hell in February. So I'm going straight down there to the coast, so my water tank don't freeze. I could stop off in Tennessee and Kentucky, and it'd be a lot easier for me to do that. But then I got to stay 10 to 14 days in each one. So I'm going to be almost a month, 20 days to a month in two states. It's going to be freezing cold, and that can mess up my water heater in my 20-gallon tank. So I'm going straight to the coast, and then I'm going to go to Florida, go around the coast to Georgia, and then I'm coming up, and then I'll snake through the other states. And that's just a rough draft. And as if you're just tuning in, again, I'm not planning anything out. I'm not taking reservations. I'm not writing stuff down that people say, you need to go here, you should go here. I'm not doing any of that. It feels like a chore, like a National Lampoon vacation where you got to write everything down and be somewhere at a certain time. No. Look at that. That's what I'm doing. Let's go that way. Just whatever it floats me, and I know I'm going that direction, then I'll do that. But there's no way that I'm going to be doing this all around the country, and it's not going to work out. I did 8,300 miles in 18 states for 6 months. I drove 8,300 miles. If you didn't know, I was getting 9 miles to the gallon. Not a joke. I spent $2,881, but you guys were very helpful with the gas guzzler fund. I should start early and say, hey, we're taking for the gas guzzler fund. If you want to help out, you can do that. But and I do shout people out when they do that. I will put you on the screen, and then at the end of the whole video, I'll put down everyone that did donate. But it's called a gas guzzler fund, and it's just something that helps out with 9 miles per gallon. So I do want to thank everyone that did follow this channel and did donate. I did put still on this trip. It's still coming out right now. There's 3 more videos from Wisconsin, and then you got a video in Illinois, and then you got 4 more videos in Missouri. Then the trip's over. So those videos continue to come out till December 18th. And then you're going to see them December 22nd. When I get back, you're going to see me doing modifications. The first upgrade video to chocolate milk. I call the black camper chocolate milk because that's what I call chocolate black cows when I see them. I call it yell chocolate milk. So the camper has a couple upgrades. I already did a video on. Then the second upgrade video is going to be probably the 1st of February because I got another upgrade video to do. Let's see. Charlie says you must be making big money now. I've been making enough money to pay my bills for about 6 years on the internet. So if you could think about 6 years ago when I had probably under 10,000 subscribers on Facebook, people don't know I have 770,000 subscribers or followers, 770,000 followers on Facebook. A company does my Facebook and they take half my money. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not greedy. They take half my money and I still make 3 times more money than I make on YouTube with half my money. So I'm making 6 times more money on Facebook, and I'm making 3 times more money. So they take it with me doing nothing. And I do that on purpose because I don't want to be greedy. Plus, I'm taking all these trips on this channel, and I want to be a peace of mind where I know all my bills are paid without me having to do anything, and I can just gallivant around the country, and it's just very serene. If you know about my life, and a lot of people don't know why I'm living the life the way I am, uh, it's uh, it's it it's because of problems that I had in my life. Not really problems, but situations that happened. Drastic situations. First, my house burnt down. That was the biggest of that year. And then 14 months later, the biggest thing that ever happened in my life happened to me. My daughter died. So those 2 things was the biggest things that happened to me that caused me to change my life and my thinking pattern of my future. I don't have to. I still save some money, but I don't have to be stressed out that I'm making a legacy for somebody else to give them more money so they can have a better life than I had when I started off when I was younger. So it's something I always say I would trade everything in, all my serenity that I have, the gallivant around the country, all the peacefulness, all uh the freeness that I have, I would trade that all in to get my daughter back. Not worried about the house or anything, but if I got my daughter back, I would trade all this in, and I would want to stress out about bills. I would want to do all that just to have my daughter back. But saying that, um, no matter what happens in your life, folks, you can't let anything. And I'm a person that can say this: you can't let anything just stop you. You can't just stop living life. It sucks that stuff happens. There's still days I have some bad days from time to time. But you can't let it stop you from just living life. You have to still go. So I'm not trying to get any pets, any girlfriends, any more kids, any houses, nothing. So when I get a call that somebody says something, hey, can you come such and such? Hold on, let me get my keys and my Crocs. That's all I have to say. I'll say, well, let me call my wife or my girlfriend or both of them, and I'll get back with you and see if it's okay for me to go and how long I can be there. I really don't know. I got to see if it's okay if they feel comfortable me, leaving out like that. and I got to get a dog sitter or a chicken sitter. I need somebody to watch some, for so long, and how much that's going to cost, and have to worry about them, call them all the time. And yeah, or oh, I got a baby on the I can't do that. I got a baby, I got to be there. Oh, my lawn needs mowed. I need somebody to mow my yard. I got to pay the bill. I got to keep the grass cut and neighbors happy. Yeah, I got to do that. No, I don't have to do jack. I can be like, okay, and just when you coming? Somebody could say, when you coming back? I don't know. Be a week. It could be 3 months. I can just be wherever I'm at, get a video of outdoors, or I can of eating, or video cooking, fishing, whatever. I can just do a video wherever. So it's and with that said though, I would trade all that in for my daughter. Uh Brendan says if you get by the pick a nick basket, like I said, I'm not even gonna remember which after this live. I don't write things down. Um, I don't drive 2 or 300 extra miles to get a free meal. If you know what 2 or 300 miles plus the 9 miles per gallon, plus the added mileage with the whole trip of me going probably 9 or 10,000 miles, I don't write stuff down. And again, I'm not trying to be an a-hole, folks, but I have to be. I can't if I write this trip down, there's not really. I'm gonna kind of rough. I'm gonna rough draft this. I'm gonna rough draft my trip. Oh, it looks like a jelly bean or something, or it doesn't look. There we go. But that's kind of like my trip. And you know what? I might detour. I might detour around this trip. I'm gonna do a detour for you. Okay, there's a detour. That's the detour. See that? That's not too far off the trip, so it's not gonna add too many miles. Here's what people want me to do. Oh yeah. So hope that illustration hope that illustration helps you out, because people, I would never get out of the first state, because I do have some kind of 10 to 14 days per state to make it 10 months. 10, it might be 11 months. Hell, it might be 14 months. It might go even longer. But I can't. I'll be 2 or 3 months per state. I can't do it. Bearded Realm says you said you were coming down through Southwest North Carolina. It's the only through Northwest Georgia. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm going on the border. If you saw the map, uh, well, just the border. I'm going the furthest west you can find. I'm finding a patch of trees. A patch. All I need is a patch of trees. I don't need to go to the big beaches on the coast of the east of North Carolina that people want me to go. I don't need to go all the way over there. I do need to go to Tennessee and Kentucky. So to skirt that North Carolina to go to Tennessee and Kentucky is the best bet. I don't want to go 500 more miles and 500 more miles to go back in. Oh, she didn't say that. Uh, but uh, but no, I'm skirting North Carolina, and it might change. And I might. It's a rough draft, so I might go another couple hundred miles in to North Carolina. But people when they see the roads, they say it's the only way. I'm going to tell you, maybe for the highways. People think the highways, they look at a map and see a highway, like, oh, that's the only way you know. There's plenty of ways to get everywhere in this country on dirt roads. I went down 18 miles one way to Washington, up 6,000 miles, 6,000 feet up a mountain to have some serenity. It was pretty peaceful, except when I almost died hiking. That video's already out. Had to make 2 videos of that. If you die, if you almost die, you want to at least make 2 videos. But no, there's dirt roads. I don't care. It doesn't need to be paved roads. It's just camping. So yeah, it's just the what I'm doing on my trip is the best for hitting 24 states without driving 20,000 miles. That's pretty much what it is. And most people, I'm not most people, as you know, you watch the channel. Um, most people have to go to destinations where touristy, where it's everybody goes there. It's the best place to go. F that. I don't want to go where there's dogs barking left and right. You try to make videos. You got babies crying. Ladies ain't putting boobs in their mouth to shut them up, and it's like, I want to be serene. I want to be the only person out there pissing on a bush, just only person. So that's what I do. I don't go through bigger cities. I try to avoid bigger cities. And that's the camping part of it. Where most people, when they think of camping, they must think of Las Vegas, like that's camping for them. Like, I'm trying to get away from that. But Indiana, I am going to be probably seeing Big Belly Bob with his wife Shannon, and Eli with his wife Amber, and uh, I will be seeing Mac maybe if I go to that area. But I am planning maybe some camping with them around there. But I'm not going straight through Indianapolis. I'm going to what it's called is Hip Camp, HIPCAMP. It's an app called Hip Camp. This app is the only thing a way I can describe it is Airbnb for campers. So if you put it in there, somebody might have 10 acres in their backyard somewhere in the middle of nowhere that they're renting out for 20, 30, $40 a night. So that's the stuff that I find away from bigger cities. So if if Big Belly Bob and his wife want to come out camping, bam, we'll go camping. If Eli and his wife want to come out and go camping, we'll go camping around there. So that's the stuff and we just did actually the first video of the Airbnb at Shingo Beak campground in Wisconsin of the Grapetines. Becky and Derek Grapetine went camp with me. That's where we found those at the Hip Camp. So those videos are out right now. And then the other one that we found on Hip Camp is is it Bluff, Missouri? Forgot the name of it already. But we did that with Adventures by the Mile in Lane. So those are the last of the camping videos of the 6-month trip. Um, I was just through Poplar Bluff. Actually, I stayed in Poplar Bluff just for an hour or two before I came back here from Branson. So I was just there about a week ago. Big fan, yes. I was supposed to be planning on New York to see Big Fan here. There is a few stops. I am going to Virginia, hopefully to meet up with Amanda Bryant with the Moonshiners. If you watch the Moonshiner show, I think they got like the 19th season coming out now. But the redhead, Amanda Bryant, she got a hat, hoodie. Her and her fiance's got jackets and shirts, and I really want to meet up with them and do some videos. They like to outdoorsy. They like kayaking, hiking, fishing, and stuff like that. So we're definitely going to well, I'm not going to say definitely, but hopefully they're usually in Georgia or Pennsylvania as well, doing a lot of flights, going back and forth. So hopefully we can meet up with them for a while and get some videos as well. Charlie says, "How do you avoid the highways?" I don't avoid the highways actually. If you use any kind of app, you can avoid highways. You can put that down as no highways, no ferries. I'm not talking about ferries, but you can avoid ferries. You can avoid tolls. You can avoid a lot of stuff. But what I do, there's no books in here because I already took them back. But I got books for free campgrounds. And I just put in the destination to go there, and I just punch it in my app. If it takes me to a highway, I go on a highway, but usually where I'm going is going to take me off that to a dirt road or whatever it takes. What I would recommend if you're using any kind of apps, don't put the shortest distance. Don't put the quickest time. Don't put the shortest distance down. It'll have you going through an alley in the back of a city to get somewhere because it's the shortest distance. Don't do that. To get through 20 stop signs or go through one stoplight, it's quicker to go through the one stoplight and it's a little bit longer,
That's what she said.
but it's quicker. So
That's what she said.
so I would go the quickest method. Yes, Chris, I am taking the chocolate milk camper. That's why I built the camper for the 3-year trip. The first year was 18 states. The second year is 24 states. The third year is 10 states. So the 10 states, I'm starting off going through Arkansas and going through Colorado, Utah, Oklahoma, and all that. And I'm doing the middle of the West. And I might spend 3 weeks, 3 weeks per state because I'm only going through 10 states. So might have some more leisure time to do stuff like that. But I bring in my kayak that I pimped out. So you're definitely going to see the first video of that on January the 18th on this channel. If you watch this channel, you'll see the first video of the kayak that I pimped out. I'm going to have more fishing videos definitely on the 2026 trip. Yes, more cows in the pastures off the highways, and I can talk to them a little bit. Leaded Joker says, "What's up? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in." Actually, in Branson, I did some gigging with Tony, one of the owners of Lake Vibes. He got me with his friends. He went as well, but I think we went maybe 8 o'clock at night. We got out there about 9 o'clock. You can fish till midnight out there, and you can only get 20 yellow sucker fish per person. But we gigged out there. We actually cleaned it. Well, they actually cleaned it. They actually cooked it, and we ate it. So we did a cook, catch, clean up there for you guys. So if you do watch the Outdoor channel, you'll see that. And he does have friends that go coon hunting and all kind of stuff. So I'll be doing more stuff like that with other people. I don't do any kind of hunting other than fishing, and I do some good fishing. It's just the catching part is the situation. But I'll do fishing, but I don't do too much hunting at all. Maybe in the future I might can do some stuff like that. Coming from Montana. Okay, Cochise. Um, we I was in Montana. I went to was it Missoula? Is that in Montana? Missoula. But I went through Montana and had a good time. It's a little smoky up that way from the Canada fires where they're cooking all that bacon, Canadian bacon up there. They're not too subtle about it, but they subtle about it when you ask them if they got any. I kind of fixed the cast iron lid. I did put a little a knob on the top of it, so it's working okay. Chris, yes, Chris. So thank you. Charlie says, "What happened to your crazy neighbor?" I'm not really sure. My house burnt down, so that took care of that. So I don't follow up. I don't have any inkling of any kind of nudge that I would even want to go see how she's doing. So good riddance. Good riddance to that. That's probably the only good thing that came out of my house fire. Uh, if Charlie, if you was asking about what that app was called, Hip Camp, HIPCAMP, I could show you the app. I got another travel. It looks like they got something too called the Dirt, the YRT, but I think you have to pay. You don't have to pay for the original, but they give you a lot better one if you pay. And if I do pay for any of these, I'm waiting until January, middle of January, to pay for any of them. I do have something called X. I'll tell you in a second, but let me show you this before. It looks like that's what it looks like, the app. Well, let me there we go. Well, it's the orange deal there. Get my face out of the way. There we go. Hip Camp. So Hip Camp, and the other one I just got a rack from a company, and they sent me this email that says you get 3 free months of something. 3 free months, and I got to find out where it's at. X something. I noted it here because I put it in the middle of January. I was supposed to buy it. X. I don't know where it's at now. Don't see it. It was called X something. It was a like a something like not Hip Camp, but Dirt, like the Dirt. It's something like that for finding campgrounds, I think, like, but in maps for trails and stuff. It's called X something. But I can get 3 months free by test trial, and I think he subscribed to it. But once you subscribe to stuff, I unsubscribe as soon as I subscribe, where you get 10 free, like 12 free months, like Stars. I got 12 free months of STARZ. It's like Netflix and stuff. But Stars I got for $1 a month, so $12 for the whole year. But you got to sign up for a year, and after that year is $50 or something, probably a year, well, or more. And I went ahead and unsubscribed as soon as I subscribed, and it told me you're good till such and such. So that's what I do with all my subscriptions. I just subscribe and then unsubscribe. That's how I do Norton. If you do Norton antivirus, I never buy Norton, and they make you subscribe to it. It's like $150 a year. You only have to pay $29.99, I think, a year. You go to Amazon, you get it, and then they subscribe you. As soon as you do that, unsubscribe. And every year I get it from Amazon. Just Amazon $29.99 instead of $150. Charlie, no, what I already know what burned it down, and they said it was the wire from the electrical from the garage. So it was that little radiator. It was like that little radiator you can buy like water in it, I guess, and it heats up. It had an extension cord run to it. It was a cheap extension cord that burned up, and it heated the boxes up, and that's what caused the house fire. She didn't do that. Um, Sergio, people keep asking me, and I keep telling them. I guess people don't read comments. There's stealths coming out, but I'm getting to be 50 years old in March, and people are still selfish and ask for more stealths. I keep telling people, and I'm trying to be nice as possible. You guys are not going to see as many stealths because I'm getting older. Both of my arms are screwed up. My right arm's hurting again. So I'm not going to be out there in the cold or in the rain or mosquitoes while people sitting there watching me in agony. I'm not doing that. They're just watching me in agony with mosquitoes biting me everywhere. It just 100 degrees outside or -10. I just it's not appealing to me. I'm just telling you that now. And I built a camper. So when I was on the trip the first year, definitely I was on the 18 state trip, and I was doing the 18 state trip 6 months. I built the camper, spent I don't know how much, how many thousands, but I built a camper, and they wanted me to go stealth camp. I didn't build a camper to go sleep outside. So the older I get, and that's the whole reason why I built the camper, so I can sleep on a bed inside of a camper. Um, and people aren't getting it. I guess they're not getting it. But let's with all that said, I just did a stealth a week ago. So when they come out, they come out. There's 3 stealths that's not even out yet, at least 3 or 4. So there's still stealths coming out, but it's gonna be few and far between.
That's what she said.
You gotta, if you guys want to do stealth, that's fine with me. You can post them and people can watch them. But it's kind of like watching cops. People don't want, just like me being stealthing, they don't want to stealth, but they want to watch somebody outside in agony. Um, but watching cops on TV, they'd rather see somebody else get pulled over while they're sitting inside, uh, wondering why the hell they got pulled over. So it's but yeah, I'm just but see, I could choose. I mean, that's just me. If people don't want to watch my channel because I don't do stealths anymore, I just tell them bye. I don't even think twice. I was like, if it's between me being happy or them being happy, sorry, not sorry. I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to be happy, and that's why the people get real mad about me not doing food challenges anymore for the garbage disposal channel. I could care less that they're pissed off at me. Um, I'm living my life to be happy. I'm going camping, fishing. I'm doing the outdoor stuff, but me sleeping on the ground, it's not that appealing to me anymore. It really wasn't at all. But it's more of a recovery time. It's more recovery time now. I'm not buying any Christmas Crocs. I already bought 3 Crocs for Halloween. So 3 pair. I bought the Ghostbusters, I bought the Pennywise, and I bought the Chucky ones. Uh, so I'm all the next Crocs I'll get are going to be camouflage, some kind of 4-wheel drive looking beefy Crocs for the outdoors. That'll be the next ones I buy because the ones I have are pretty much slicks. And these that I wear that I wear these a lot and I like them. I'm gonna have to tell you, I'm not even sorry to say this. These aren't even Crocs. What's the name of these? These are the ones I did, and I was in a cotton field when I reviewed them, and they still have a little bit of tread on the bottom. And this has been over a year, but they're cheaper than Crocs, same material, and they came with an insole that is pretty much almost outsold, but it's definitely still hanging in there. I'm trying to think of the name of these. Recovery, rebound. Sounds like a bad date, a bad relationship. Well, it ain't showing. It ain't showing the name on this bad boy. Where is it at? There we go. It's trying. Right there. I guess I got to do this on this camera. You didn't have to do this. Huh. I got to figure that out. I'll hit the button over here and see. There we go. Recovery, rebound. They've seen better days, but they uh they actually are comfortable. And Crocs is not sponsoring me, so I do like Crocs a lot. But these actually wear these like 90% of the time, and they're really comfortable. I reviewed them. I gave my honest opinion. Like I said, cheaper and they are more comfortable because they have the insoles in them. Uh, Yeah, they're probably made in the same factory. And actually, these got burned. I showed my sister. These got burned, and I put my finger almost through the whole shoe. What is going on with this camera? I think the lighting. But the front of this shoe, it's got a little scuff mark on here. There we go. Little scuff. Actually, it was by the fire. Both my shoes, and I did this. And it was like bubble gum. It was almost all the way. I'm glad I didn't poke my finger all the way through the shoe, but it mended back and it works fine. And that's been over 6 months or more ago.